one is the 8-year-old. They daily they fight, regularly they fight, and sometimes I say, okay, what you are doing? So I make some ground rule like you can fight whatever you do, but don't touch anyone else. Like don't hit or don't do anything. Sometimes I love when they fight. Sometimes I love to see them because we also grown up like we were also the kids. We were also fighting all those things. So sometimes I feel okay. It's good maybe. Like I can tell you one yesterday scenario. My younger daughter, she had that in school. She had that election for the in the class monitor or something like that. So she came back and she said, okay, I ran in the class and I did not win. So my elder daughter says, oh yeah, that's true. You don't have the friend. That's why you did not get the much vote. So then say, no, I won. I got elected the class president. She said, oh, that's cool. But still you don't have the friends. So sometimes I feel like, okay, that's cool. So what I think is everyone in this room maybe love good sibling rivalry, between brother and brother, sisters and sisters, or brothers and sisters. We are here for that. So what I just admit that I just love the good sibling rivalry. Let me, before I finish, I just want to show you one clip of my younger daughter. So this is for the sibling rivalry. Like I love to see them when we talk or when we. But yeah, sometimes it's a little bit more. But yeah, that's thing. So my question is like before in the topic we say that it's not the competition, but I will take you. I will leave up to you. Okay, if it's not the competition, then what it is? Thanks everyone.
Thank you very much, Nikesh. I do need you to bring me back my pen and my agenda, though, because otherwise I won't have my notes. Thank you very much. And that was a very fun speech. Everyone take 30 to 60 seconds to give Nikesh some feedback, aside from how adorable his daughter was. Now, for the guests that are here, you might be noticing some of the projects say CC on them, and some of them have different symbols like PIP, PSR. So, a couple of months ago, we had shifted from our old model, where we had a competent communicator, to our new model, where we have pathways. Our first two speakers today, or our first and third speaker today, Mehul and Nikesh, gave a pathway speech, which are speeches from the new program, and Phil and the next two speakers are giving speeches from our old program, the Competent Communicator. And there's no inherent difference really in terms of quality. It's simply the new model that Toastmasters is using for all of our members to advance their speaking. And it gives us a little bit more freedom in the new system to speak on topics that we want to develop, or areas that we feel we can most improve using. So with that, I'm going to give everyone a few more seconds to write some feedback. And we should have a few more seconds to collect some feedback, and then we'll introduce our next speaker. Is our next speaker using a projector?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I
So,
just wanted to use the time to.
no, that's perfect. I just want to make sure that I don't introduce you before you're ready. Excellent. Prashant, I know you also use a projector often. Are you using one today?
Yeah.
You are? Okay. I will start thinking of more filler things to chat about while we're here. Oh, very nice.
No, that was not the
Is that the door?
presentation. So, I mean, difficulties.
That's okay. So, how many people here have given a public speech outside of Toastmasters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is speech with wife counted?
Outside of Toastmasters,
Okay.
Okay.
Not what you
And,
give your wife every day.
yeah, speeches to kids and family do not count as public speeches. Those are more monologues. Yeah.
I'm seeing
So,
different
how
picture
many
and,
people here are planning to give,
Over there, I'm
at some
getting
point in their
different
lives, a public speech? Quite a few of us. So, let me ask,
you know
what kind of
you do that?
speeches are you planning to give? Anybody can shout it out. Wedding speech, inspirational speech, computer speech, entertaining speech, work-related. So it seems like people that have to speak in front of fairly large crowds for the most part, where either it's going to be a group of coworkers or at a social event. And it's interesting because there's a lot of differences in those types of speeches, but there's also a lot of similarities too, if you think about it. Whenever you're giving a speech at work, or whenever you're giving a speech at a wedding or an entertaining function, what do you have to do? You have to have an organized speech that has an opening body conclusion. Same thing even at a meeting, you have your agenda, you have the talking points, and then you have the closing, and of course assigning tasks. But you also have to immediately grab people's attention whenever you start any type of speech. You need everyone to have that focus on you and on the things that you're going to say. And you also tend to set people's mindset in frames, because they need to be in the right frame of mind to hear your message. You do that with every type of speech. It doesn't matter if it's going to be a work-related speech or an entertaining one. And at the end of the day, no matter what type of speech you're trying to give, all the different pathways. So our pathways have specializations. It could be innovation and planning, persuasion, entertainment. You could pursue whichever avenue directly impacts you and makes you happy and helps you grow in the way that you want to grow. But you have the flexibility to talk about all those speeches. No matter what type of speech you're giving, you're going to be getting a lot more skill development in the meantime. And
One second, sorry.
I saw your presentation up there a minute. What happened?
It went into the wrong slide. Okay, I'm gonna try. Let's see.
I think F5 does it, right? Or F11? F8? F something.
One is system F.
F something.
F4.
F4.
Guys, give me just one.
Yeah. We'll give you just one more moment. Why are you pulling up
Yes, he
the?
wanted to know how to go to the person.
So,
Okay, should I reboot my machine?
yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna try rebooting my machine.
sure.
You wanna
Reset.
have
I can't
another-
skip you. I can't skip you.
Yeah, so, yeah,
You're both using the projector.
yeah, I'm gonna try to come later.
Okay, Prashant, let's see if you can handle the tech side of
Let's
things.
try.
I mean, if you guys can get your act together, we're just gonna go straight to table topics. Well, let's give Prashant the chance to set up. I have some faith. Don't betray my faith, Prashant.
No pressure.
I'm positive you're gonna do it. Look at that. One trick wonder, just like that. So, with that, we're gonna rearrange the agenda, and Prashant will be our next speaker. Swati is Prashant's evaluator, and Prashant is giving CC and a break comfortable with visual aids. Swati, could you please give us the objectives?
The objectives of the speech are select visual aids that are appropriate for your message and the audience. Use visual aids correctly with ease and confidence. And the time for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you very much, Swati. So with that, I would like to introduce Prashant Kumar. The tricks of the brain, Prashant.
So this is not the first time I'm using visual. In fact, I've used it 4 times earlier. But when my CC number 8 came, I was out of options. That's why it has been like more than 6 months, in my last speech. So, do you trust yourself in making the right decision all the time? Do you think your brain can fool yourself? Do you think then your brain plays tricks on you? Mr. Toastmaster, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I'm going to talk about few tricks that your brain plays on you. Even after the speech, I don't think it will take care of automatically, but at least you would know that you may make mistakes.
The machine is strictly. It's just when I thought the tech was on.
Social proof, right? You are going somewhere, maybe new iPhone is getting launched, you are going there so that you can pay more money for the features you don't want to use, and you come across few people who are looking at the sky and doing like this. You see them, there are many people who are doing this. Automatically you might end up doing this. Maybe you think, okay, maybe I'm supposed to see, count the clouds or stars or moons, whatever it is. Okay? This is social proof, or you call herd instinct, right? When more people do something, you start believing this is the right thing to do. That's how your belief develops. That's how religion has survived for so long. Yeah. Things like stock market bubble, cryptocurrency panic, blind support for your political party, all these things come because of social proof. So be careful about them. Now, what is the reason of this, right? Once upon a time, there was some value to it. When few people yelled tiger and started running, it made sense to run rather than just to confirm should I run or not. Those who tried to confirm, they moved out of gene pool. So we are direct descendants of those who just believed in that and ran. Okay? So we have inherent tendency to copy others' behavior. Though in the modern era, it doesn't serve much purpose. Let me go to the next one. This is my favorite, sunk cost fallacy. You are in the movie theater watching a movie, you're getting bored, this is one of the most horrible movie you have ever watched. But one more hour of agony is left and I'm sure you will not leave because you paid for the ticket. Even if the end result is you will lose 1 extra hour, you will not leave. This is sunk cost fallacy. And this is how you lose money in market sometimes. Okay. You bought a stock, acquisition price looked good at that time, but acquisition price should play no role in your decision making. Okay. It's the future price, future prospect of the stock you bought matters, but no, you will not quit. If it goes down, you will buy more because it's your all decision making is dependent on acquisition price. I have such 3 price positions in my portfolio. One at 95% loss, other is 90% loss. In third case, company has filed for bankruptcy. I could have sold earlier, but I did not. I could not. So that is sunk cost fallacy. Why does it happen? We have inherent need of consistency. Okay? It's very hard for us to understand or imagine that we were wrong at some time. So we make decision by assuming we were right, and whatever decision was made was the right thing to do, and we just need to make sure we do more things to continue that behavior. Avoid that. Trust me, I have lost some money. This is the mother of all biases, confirmation bias. I think this is the theme of these days. This is the facts which you are going to ignore most of the time. This is the thing most important for you. Doesn't matter whether it's true or not. This is gold. It is true and it matches your belief. And this is confirmation bias. Things those you try to accept things those are aligned with your belief, with your thought process. Things, so you end up overvaluing things those are true, aligned with your belief, but you will end up ignoring most of the things those are true, important, but are not aligned with your belief. These are Alex Jones facts. I will ignore these. Let me give you one example, right? So there's a journalist who came up with the idea, yeah, Google is a very innovative, creative company, okay? And it's very successful. Let me write a story on it, or if about. Journalists will find out 3-4 more companies who have similar sort of culture and companies are successful. What this journalist is not going to do, the companies, those are not very creative, but still successful, those will be ignored. The company, those are maybe more creative than Google, but ended up as failure, will be ignored, because that is not part of your story. So be careful about this one. The next, availability bias. Okay, you sorry. You come up with the statement like this: smoking is not bad for you. My grandfather used to smoke 3 packs a day and he lived for 100 years. So it cannot be bad. So you try to make assumptions based upon the information that is available to you right there. And most of the time it's nonsense. And the biggest flaw with this is you end up, so when it comes to understanding the risk, you overestimate most of the things and you underestimate few things those are important. For example, death by air crash, you will overestimate it. Death by diabetes, you will underestimate it. And also things like if you listen to something, if being repeated again and again, your brain will think it's true. You just have to repeat words like fake news, deep state, multiple times and people will start believing in it, trust me. And somehow my system decided then I should say thank you. So thank you, that is the end of this thing. Just be careful about your biases.